Hey Dave, feeling stuck in the same role for years is frustrating, and it's completely normal to feel demotivated when you don't see progress. But staying passive will only keep you in the same place. The first step is to get really clear about what kind of growth you want. Do you want a promotion, a different department, or even a new field altogether? Once you know that, start intentionally building the skills that match those goals. You could take online courses, attend workshops, or volunteer for more challenging tasks at work. I'd also encourage you to talk openly with your manager about your ambitions instead of assuming they already know. Ask what specific skills or achievements you need to move up. If you consistently take initiative and still see no growth or recognition, then it might be time to explore opportunities outside your current organization. By approaching your growth strategically and proactively, you can significantly increase your chances of career advancement. A focused and consistent effort will position you for long-term professional success. A time when I helped someone solve a problem was during my final year of college. One of my classmates was struggling with a research project because she couldn't organize her ideas clearly and was worried about missing the deadline. She felt overwhelmed and unsure about how to structure her report. Since I had already completed a similar project, I offered to sit with her and review her outline. I helped her break the task into smaller sections and created a simple timeline to manage her workload. Over the next few days, I guided her in refining her thesis statement and improving the clarity of her arguments. As a result, she submitted the project on time and received a good grade. Seeing her regain confidence was incredibly satisfying. This experience taught me that sometimes practical guidance and emotional support can make a significant difference in someone's success.
In this picture, I can see a busy airport terminal with two very different situations happening. On the left side, flight AC 452 at gate 24 has been delayed for 2 hours, and the passengers waiting there look frustrated. A businessman is checking his watch while talking on the phone, probably worried about missing an important meeting. Nearby, a young mother is struggling to calm her crying child while holding their boarding passes. A student sitting on the floor looks bored as he charges his phone and listens to music. However, on the right side at gate 25, passengers appear much happier because they are actively boarding another flight. The airline staff are smiling and scanning tickets, and people in line seem relaxed and ready to travel. The contrast between the two gates is very clear. In this picture, I think the delayed flight at gate 24 will eventually be rescheduled once the issue is resolved. The airline staff will probably make another announcement soon to update the passengers. The stressed businessman may try to change his meeting or even request a seat upgrade to relax. The young mother might look for a quieter area to calm her child, or perhaps the staff will offer assistance to families with small children. Meanwhile, the passengers at gate 25 will likely finish boarding and depart on time. After their flight leaves, the airport staff may focus more attention on the delayed passengers. Overall, I believe the delay will cause inconvenience, but the situation will gradually become more organized once clear information is provided. Hi, Ben. I understand why you prefer branded clothes, because they often have a strong reputation for quality and reliability. However, I believe buying generic clothes is a much smarter decision, especially for everyday use. In many cases, generic items are produced in the same factories as branded ones, but they cost significantly less, simply because you're not paying for advertising or the brand name. This allows you to save money while still enjoying similar comfort and durability. Over time, those savings really add up, and you can use that extra money for travel, investments, or other meaningful experiences. For me, practicality matters a bit more than status. If the clothes fit well and last long, I personally feel comfortable choosing the more affordable option.
Hi, Mr. Brown. I wanted to speak with you about the new project you assigned to me. I really appreciate the opportunity and the trust you've placed in me. But I'd like to be honest about a concern I have. This project is slightly outside my area of expertise, and I'm worried that I may not currently have all the technical skills required to deliver the best possible results. I'm fully willing to put in the effort and learn quickly, but I wanted to check if you would recommend any specific resources or training before I begin. If possible, maybe I could also collaborate with someone who has prior experience in this area. I just want to ensure the project meets your expectations and maintains our team's standards. Yes, I believe governments should regulate the use of artificial intelligence, but in a balanced and responsible way. AI is developing rapidly and influencing almost every aspect of our lives, from healthcare and education to finance and security. Without proper regulation, there is a risk of misuse, privacy violations, and even job displacement. First, regulation is necessary to protect people's data and ensure ethical use. AI systems often rely on massive amounts of personal information. If there are no clear rules, companies might misuse sensitive data or create biased algorithms that unfairly affect certain groups. Government oversight can help establish transparency and accountability. Second, regulation can promote safe innovation rather than restrict it. Clear guidelines encourage companies to develop technology responsibly while maintaining public trust. When people feel protected, they are more likely to accept and adopt new technologies.
However, governments must avoid overregulation, as excessive restrictions could slow innovation and global competitiveness. In my opinion, thoughtful regulation is essential to balance progress with safety and fairness in the age of artificial intelligence.
Hey Dave, you won't believe what I'm seeing at this park. They've installed these unusual benches with musical instruments built into them. One bench has glowing piano keys, and two kids are happily pressing them while laughing. Another bench has xylophone bars, and a teenage girl is carefully playing a melody. There's also a drum-style bench, and an elderly man is enthusiastically tapping out different rhythms. What's interesting is that many people are watching and recording videos, including the maintenance worker, who seems curious. The whole atmosphere feels lively and creative. I honestly think this is a brilliant way to encourage interaction and bring the community together. Do you think this is a good idea? Would you like to visit this park sometime and try it out?